1 year ago, the top-scoring honor student of Koyo Academy decided a classmate was beneath her notice.
Sota Takamura. I don't waste time on people without ambition.
She said it so easily, like I was nothing.
A year later, on an ordinary evening, his mother brought unexpected news.
I've booked a private tutor from the top cram school. He'll start tonight.
A tutor? Now? I barely have any motivation left.
He retreated to the study room, past failures pressing on his chest. The doorbell rang. Sota heard his mother greet the newcomer, then footsteps approaching.
That hair, that profile, it can't be her.
I'm your tutor. The study room is this way, correct?
She walked in as if they had never met, without a flicker of recognition. From her satchel, she withdrew a thick-bound document and placed it on the desk. The title page read, Personalized Study Plan, Sota Takamura, with a date from the previous spring.
This date? You made this a year ago?
It's an efficient plan. Sit down. We start with mathematics now.
She didn't answer the question. She didn't explain.
Why are you here, after what you said to me?
I am here to teach. Personal history is irrelevant to exam preparation.
It's like she's a different person. Or maybe I never knew her at all.
The lamp hummed. Outside, the city lights blurred into silence. He stared at the thick plan, his entire future already charted on paper.
Why would she do this? What does she want from me?
Yui opened the thick plan to the first module without a word.
Solve the quadratic system on page 10. 4 minutes.
Her voice hasn't changed, still that knife blade precision.
His pencil scratched across the paper, but the numbers refused to align into anything meaningful.
Wrong. You missed the discriminant rule entirely. This is a foundational error.
You saw that mistake from across the room?
I know exactly where you make mistakes. This plan targets every one of them.
She's not tutoring me. She's dissecting me.
Red pen slashed through his answers. No hesitation. No commentary.
I still don't understand why you requested me. You could tutor anyone.
The cram school assigned me. I follow instructions.
But this plan is dated from before I even contacted them. You were ready for me.
Drop it. We're switching to modern literature now.
2 hours passed in relentless drill. She never once met his eyes. She packed her materials and walked out without a word.
My head aches, but I understood more today than in months of self-study.
He sagged into his chair, then noticed a yellow square stuck to the plan. The note read, Physics mock is March 5th, not March 8th. Check bulletin.
She caught a 2-month-old typo I'd never noticed. She's been tracking me. My schedule, my errors, my habits, everything.
The note trembled in his hand.
No one dedicates a year to a stranger's exam schedule. This was never just a job. What have I walked into?
At the next session, Yui arrived with a chilled can of coffee. She set the can beside his pencil case without a word.
Caffeine will improve your retention. Start on the integrals.
She brought coffee, my exact brand. Another thing she shouldn't know.
Your birthday is Tuesday. Take the evening off.
My birthday. How do you know that?
It's in your file. Focus.
2 sessions later, his mechanical pencil jammed mid-sentence.
That brand. You've used it since middle school. It's prone to breakage.
She knows my pencil from middle school? That's not in any file. You remember something from years ago? What else are you tracking?
I'm not discussing this. Turn to page 80.
That evening, Soda's mother came to the study room doorway.
Yui-san, please join us for dinner. I've made too much again.
I'll stay, thank you.
At the table, his mother asked about Yui's cram school.
How did they train you for individual tutoring? I studied a targeted case for a full year before assignment. It was rigorous.
A year. She prepared for my case specifically.
After the meal, Soda cornered Yui in the study room.
You didn't just train. You trained for me. Why?
Don't assign meaning where there is none. I'll see you tomorrow.
Soda could not sleep. Her evasion replayed in his mind. He started digging.
If she won't talk, I'll find the answers myself.
He searched the Koyo Academy digital archives, scrolling through years of student records. Article after article, Yui Kimura. Perfect scorer, national prize winner, unmatched record.
That's the girl who told me I had no ambition. Now she's my tutor.
Then a candid photo from the year-end science fair, 1 month after his rejection.
She won first place, but she looks shattered.
He dug deeper. After that day, her social circles vanished. She became a recluse.
Did cutting me off cost her too?
The next session began in ice-cold silence.
I found old articles. You isolated yourself after that day in class.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Did you regret saying those words to me?
Her pen stopped. The red ink bled into the page.
Regret is a waste of cognitive resources.
But her hand shook. A near imperceptible tremor.
She's lying. Something happened that day. Then why make a plan before I even asked? Why remember my pencil?
I told you. It's irrelevant.
She refused to meet his gaze. The wall slammed back into place.
But I saw it. A crack.
He closed his textbook. For the first time, he felt he had leverage. During the next session, Soda kept glancing at the worn leather notebook Yui always carried.
That notebook again. She never lets it out of her sight. You always bring that notebook. What's in it?
Supplementary material. Not relevant to your session.
Liar. That notebook is personal. I've seen her scribble in it when she thinks I'm not looking.
The session ended in heavy silence. Yui rushed her packing, distracted. She left without a word. The notebook lay on the desk.
She forgot it. The one thing she never lets go.
His hand reached for it. The cover was soft, worn at the edges. He opened to a random page. His own name stared back, written in neat, obsessive rows.
My name, over and over. Pages of it.
Further in, detailed study schedules, every error he'd ever made, his sleeping patterns.
She's been studying me like a specimen. For how long?
He flipped near the end, but stopped himself. Something felt wrong. The door slammed open. Yui stood there, breathless, eyes wide.
Give me that.
She snatched it from his hands, clutching it to her chest as if it were a living thing.
Yui, wait.
You had no right. This is mine. Don't ever touch this again.
She almost cried. I crossed a line, but now I know. She's been living for this. I have to know what's in the rest of that notebook. Whatever it costs. Answers lie outside this room. I'll follow her.
When the session ended, Soda gave her a head start, then slipped out into the cold evening. He tracked her to the Nakamura Cram school building and watched her vanish inside. Through a hallway window, muted voices reached him. The director's door stood ajar.
My student's progress follows my projection. The risk is calculated.
The director's voice sharpened. You've bet your entire senior record on one boy.
If he fails, I will submit my resignation. He will not fail.
Resign? She put her job on the line for me. No, it's all about her career. I'm just a case number.
When Yui stepped out, Soda blocked her path under the streetlight.
I heard the director. Your whole record depends on me passing.
You followed me here.
That notebook, the year of training, it was all a professional investment.
You really believe that?
Prove me wrong. Tell me why you prepared my case a year ago.
I can't. Not anymore. From now, study on your own. Our sessions are over.
Wait, I pushed too far.
But the rain erased her footsteps. She was gone. Back in his study room, the plan sat open, silent, and accusing.
Soda? Where is Yui-san?
She won't be coming back. Mock exams in 10 days, and I just drove away the one person who could help me.
3 days passed in a blur of failed attempts and crossed-out answers.
I can't focus. Her annotations were the only thing keeping me on track.
He snapped his pencil in half.
Soda, this isn't working. Let me call the cram school for another teacher.
No, another tutor won't fix this. I need to understand why she left.
He grabbed his coat and headed to the Nakamura Cram School, this time to face the director directly. The building stood still and gray under the overcast sky. He pushed through the glass doors. In a cramped office, the director sat behind a desk piled with files. He barely looked up.
Tell me the truth about Yui Kimura. Why did she take my case?
The director removed his glasses. She petitioned us for months to let her handle you.
She begged for my case?
She delayed her own university admission, turned down a full scholarship to dedicate herself to your training.
But she rejected me publicly. She humiliated me. Why would she sacrifice all that?
The director shook his head slowly. That, she never explained, only said you had more potential than anyone knew.
Potential. She believed in me even then.
That notebook she carries, its years of analysis. Your strengths, your fears, every pattern.
I called it an obsession, but it was devotion. Where is she now? I need to see her.
The director scribbled an address on a yellow note. Her apartment. She probably won't answer, but try. Soda took the note. His hand was steady now.
I'll bring her back. I'll prove she didn't waste her sacrifice.
He walked out into a city that suddenly felt full of possibility. The address led to a modest apartment building at the edge of town. He climbed 3 flights, each step heavier with the weight of words unspoken. A nameplate read Kimura in neat handwriting. He knocked.
Go away. I have nothing to say.
I know about the scholarship. The delayed admission. All of it.
The door creaked open a few inches. Yui stood in a worn sweater, no glasses, her eyes rimmed red.
How did you find this place?
The director. I forced it out of him. I came to apologize.
Apologize? You accused me of exploitation. In the rain.
I was wrong. You sacrificed everything for my case. I see that now.
It doesn't matter. I'm done.
Wait. Look at this.
He held out his own notebook, cramped, error-ridden, but every page a testament to effort.
Without your plan, I'm lost. But I tried. I need your help.
Yui glanced at the chaotic scrawls. A muscle in her jaw twitched.
This structure is abysmal. You're missing 3 key theory connections.
Then fix it. Give me a chance to prove I'm worth your time.
A long pause. The apartment complex hummed with distant life sounds.
There's a mock exam in 6 days. Score above the 90th percentile on your own.
And if I do?
Then I'll reconsider. That's all.
6 days. I can do this.
He turned and walked away, the yellow note crinkling in his pocket. A deadline. A lifeline. Soda dove into the plan with a ferocity he didn't know he had.
Her plan is brutally efficient. Every session she pushed me here. Now I push myself.
Day and night blurred. He memorized every annotation she'd left in the margins.
I won't let her down. Not again.
On the 6th morning, he walked into the mock exam hall with his head held higher than ever.
She said 90th percentile. I'll give her the top score.
3 days later, the results were posted. Soda found his name near the very top.
94th percentile. I did it.
He ran to Yui's apartment. The results sheet crinkled in his fist. This time, the door opened before he could knock.
93. Not quite top score, but well above your condition.
Yui took the paper, her eyes moving over the numbers. Then, a tiny curve lifted the corner of her mouth, a smile so faint he almost missed it.
Acceptable. You can have your sessions back.
Really? You'll come back?
Until the real exam. Don't get comfortable.
She smiled. A real smile.
I'll come tomorrow at 7. Be ready. And Soda? That was a good effort.
The door clicked shut. Soda stood alone in the hallway, but the warmth lingered. Back home, he reopened the plan. Now it felt like a shared promise.
I have her back, but she said until the real exam. What happens after?
The sessions resumed with a rhythm almost comfortable. Yui's corrections still came sharp, but her voice held less frost.
You finally stopped making that sign error. About time.
She's still strict, but there's patience underneath now. She's not just a machine anymore.
They fell into a new pace. Her drilling, his executing, the silences no longer hostile but companionable. One evening as they wrapped up, Yui's phone buzzed. She glanced at the screen and stepped into the hallway.
A call at this hour? She never takes personal calls during sessions.
The door was slightly ajar. Her voice drifted in, hushed but urgent.
Yes, the transfer to the overseas university is confirmed. I'll be there by April.
Overseas? She never mentioned leaving the country.
The dormitory is arranged. My obligations here end with the final exam.
So that's the deadline. Not just the exam, her departure. She was always going to leave.
She ended the call and returned. Soda couldn't mask the turmoil on his face.
What's with that expression? Did you get a problem wrong?
It's nothing. Just tired.
The rest of the session passed in a strained fog. Yui seemed to sense the shift but said nothing. She packed up and left without her usual parting critique. The silence felt heavier than any words.
She's really going to disappear. And I still don't know why she started all of this. If I don't force the truth out now, I'll never get another chance.
The next day, Soda sat at the desk before she arrived, the plan untouched. He was done letting her evade. The doorbell rang. Yui entered, glasses in place, satchel in hand, but he met her with an unwavering stare.
Before we study today, I'm not asking about equations. I'm asking about a year ago.
Soda, focus on the exam.
No more delays. I'll rip the truth from her if I have to. You owe me an answer, Yui. Why did you publicly humiliate me, then spend a year making me your secret project?
There's nothing to answer. We are here for academics. If you can't focus, I'm leaving.
She's running again, but this time, I won't let her.
Yui grabbed her satchel and walked toward the door, her movements jerky, and the worn notebook slipped from her grip onto the floor. The door slammed. Soda stared at the leather-bound book on the floor.
She forgot it again. This time, I won't stop at random pages.
He flipped past the schedules and the endless repetitions of his name, heading straight for the final pages. At the very back, a single page dated from the night of her rejection. I said it because I had to. I didn't want him distracted by me before exams. I'll come back when he's worth it. Why?
She planned it. The humiliation was to protect me from getting distracted. She was always going to come back.
The door flew open. Yui rushed in, her face pale with dread. Then she saw the notebook in his hands.
Don't.
I didn't want him distracted by me before exams. You rejected me publicly to make me focus.
Stop, please.
I'll come back when he's worth it. You ruined your reputation to give me a shot at becoming my best.
Yui's knees buckled. She grabbed the doorframe, her breath shallow.
All this time, she was pushing me forward, not away. Yui, look at me.
I can't. You weren't supposed to know. Not like this.
The study lamp flickered, casting their shadows against the wall, neither moving. The truth finally laid bare between them.
She planned my whole future from the shadows. I won't let her vanish without hearing what I feel. I'm not going to let you run from this. Not anymore.
I was cruel because if I'd been kind, you would have clung to me and lost focus. I had to make you hate me.
She's been alone with this pain for an entire year.
He closed the gap and gently pulled her into the room, away from the cold hallway.
You gave up a scholarship. You trained for a year. You watched my every mistake. And you did it all without me knowing.
Because you were worth it. You still are that plan. The notebook. It was the only way I could be close to you.
I don't hate you, Yui. I never could. I need you. Not just as a tutor. I need the girl who believed in me before anyone else did.
Soda.
He pulled her into his arms, and her frame shook against his chest as years of restraint shattered.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for making you feel worthless.
You gave me a path. That's worth more than any apology.
When Yui finally pulled back, her face was a mess of tears and a fragile, hopeful smile.
I have to leave for the overseas university after the exam. That was always the plan.
Then I'll follow you. Or we'll find another way. But I'm not losing you again.
You're still behind schedule. We'll discuss futures after you pass.
So we're doing this together? Until the end?
Together. But I won't go easy on you.
They sat back at the desk, the worn notebook now open between them as a bridge. not a secret.
She believed I was worth it. Now I have to prove she was right.
He doesn't hate me. He actually needs me. I never dared hope for this. Soda? You're behind schedule. Sit down.
For the first time, those words didn't sting. They sounded like a promise. In the days that followed, the study room felt lighter. The red pen still struck, but now it carved paths forward instead of wounds.
You're grasping the advanced integrals faster than I projected. Good.
Her praise is still scarce, but when it comes, it finally feels earned.
They worked in a companionable silence broken only by the scratch of pencils and her quiet corrections.
Yui, after the exam, what's your real plan? Not the tutoring plan.
I told you. I'm transferring to a university in the UK. It's a top school for academic research.
You delayed it for a year. Is there still a spot for you?
Yes. I deferred admission. They're expecting me this spring.
She held an entire future at arm's length, waiting for me to catch up. Then I'll aim for the same university. What do I need to do to get in?
That's not a small goal. You'd need top scores and a scholarship.
Then let's get those scores.
They plunged back into the plan, but now every solved equation felt like a stone laid for a shared bridge. On the morning of the university entrance exam, Sota woke before dawn and reviewed a final page of notes. Yui stood at the testing center gate, her fingers drumming on her satchel.
You didn't have to come.
I'm here as a tutor. Just to check you didn't cheat on sleep.
I slept 4 hours. That's acceptable, right?
Use this. The mechanical pencil you like. I kept a spare.
I'll bring you the results you deserve.
Soda. No matter what, you've already proven you were worth my time. So just do your best.
She gave his shoulder a gentle push, and he walked into the exam hall, her voice echoing in his mind. Weeks later, the university results were posted. Sota's name shone at the very top. A full scholarship to the UK program. The very same university Yui deferred.
I did it. We're really going together.
He ran to Yui's apartment, not stopping until he reached her door. Yui opened the door, her violet eyes wide.
Yui, top percentile and a scholarship. To your university.
She took the paper, her hands trembling. Then, for the first time, a full, unguarded smile.
You really did it.
Soda pulled her close, and she buried her face in his shoulder, a quiet laugh escaping.
I'm not crying. It's just relief.
I made a promise. I wasn't about to break it.
The departure day arrived in a blur of packing and paperwork. At the gate, Yui stood in her tutor uniform, the worn notebook peeking from her satchel.
Soda, you're behind schedule. Did you review Chapter 12?
I studied on the train, but I'm counting on you to keep drilling me on the plane.
I won't go easy. We have a flight and a future to conquer.
They walked through the boarding gate, shoulders brushing. The cold honor student who once rejected him was now his partner, his proofreader, his greatest ally.
He never stopped surprising me. Maybe that's why I never truly gave up.
She has her red pen ready. Some things never change.
The engines hummed. Outside the window, the city shrank to a grid of light.
Soda, next module. Starting now.
And as the plane climbed, so did they together.